We welcome you to Aces Field on this Friday, the 8th day of September, as we are getting ready for varsity football action on a Friday night. Doesn't get any better than this. The Antwerp Archers have made the trip up Route 49 to be hosted by the Hicksville Aces here in week number 4 action at Aces Field tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. With me, Chris Warner. He is running the camera and overseeing the live stream. And we're going to be bringing you all the action tonight as the Aces host Antwerp in week number 4 action and week number 1 of the Green Meadows Conference. And the Aces have their work cut out for them tonight as the Archers come in undefeated, 3-0. Their Drew Altimus is Carson. Drew is his older brother. So Carson Altimus, their quarterback, is the real deal. This is a talented young man. He is a senior this year, 6'1", 171 pounds, and he has been leading this team, which is laden with a lot of great senior talent. Camden Fuller as a wide receiver. Also seniors Landon Brewer, another wide receiver. Reed Leasty. The list goes on. They are loaded, and this is going to be one of those years where they are going to make a concerted effort to not only win the GMC outright, but to get as far as they can down the tournament trail when the postseason rolls around. The Aces are 1-2 after the 3 weeks of non-conference action, so they are going to need to have their A game ready for tonight. Garrett Turnbull, their quarterback, only a sophomore, and he has done fairly well with his quick drops and the quick passing game. We'll see how the Archers respond to that tonight. We're about 3 minutes away from the opening kickoff, and we are glad to have you here with us at Aces Field this evening. Our coverage tonight is brought to you by our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. A big thank you to the Village Pharmacy, right in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. They are your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown. Full-service pharmacy for your family's needs. The Hicksville Pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. They're online at arcsolinc.com. And I'm going to do a quick check here to see if we have anybody else that is going to be on with us tonight. There's a 6 in my mind that we may have an additional underwriter here. And as I am searching for that, we're about a minute and a half away from getting things started here tonight. We are so glad to have you with us.
I guess while Bill looks for that, I can give you some records.
There you go.
Antwerp is undefeated, 4-0, while the Aces is 1-3 overall. And this is, of course, the very first match of the GMC, so we don't have the GMC records yet. We'll be getting those after this game. So, and I'm going to find out who the other neighboring schools are going to be playing real quick.
Yeah, we have again, this is the first week of GMC action here tonight.
So Ayersville is on the road at Paulding today. Edgerton will be playing Wayne Trace at Edgerton today as well. Fairview will be taking on Tenora at Fairview. And then, of course, we have the Antwerp Archers here at Hicksville.
I'm glad I checked because we are also being joined tonight by our silver level underwriter, Guilford Real Estate and Auction Services of Hicksville, Ohio. And they are online at guilford-realestate.com. I knew we had another one joining us for this big game here tonight. So we got that taken care of now. Okay, there we go. So we're all up to date. And, of course, as we go through the action here tonight, we'll be talking more about our 4 diamond level and our silver level underwriter joining us this evening. Out on the field, as you can see, the Antwerp Archers are ready to receive to start this game tonight. The Aces will be kicking off.
Number
12
18.
minutes on the clock.
Number 18 for the Aces will be kicking off.
Yep, Owen Stuckey. And we are ready to get things underway. Oh, they got the little mini Aces here for the cheerleading tonight. A low kick, and it goes through the hands of the Antwerp receiver. That is a number 2, Dane Shaw. Shaw, however, pops backward and covers up the football, and the Archers will have pretty good field position to start off their initial drive at their own 34-yard line. Again, Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us here tonight. It is week number 4 of the varsity football campaign and week number 1 of Green Meadows Conference action. Here we go, Ultimus working out of the shotgun. Hard count, nobody budges. No reset. Quick handoff. A nice hole and first down yardage. That's number 24, Reed Leasty. Leasty takes it across the 45 out to the 46. That'll move the chains. Just like that, one play, one first down in the books for the Antwerp Archers here tonight. So the Aces are going to have to step up their game to be able to handle this team this evening. Another quick handoff. And again, another strong carry by Leasty. He gets out to about the 46-yard line of the Aces. He'll be brought down there about 2 yards shy of moving the chains. It'll be second and about 2 for the Antwerp Archers. They have the wrong down indicated on the marker on the other side of the field. So if you're watching and you see that number 3, it should be a 2. It is second and 2 for Antwerp. Ultimus going to hang on to it himself, and he'll just head on to the 40-yard line, step out of bounds. Carson Ultimus gets the first down for the Archers. That'll stop the clock with 10:56 to go. And first and 10 from the 40 for the Archers. Ultimus taking his time, getting the signal from the sideline. Looks around. Nothing there. Now he's going to unload. Just over the hands of his intended receiver, number 13, Caden Winslow. Winslow, a junior on the squad, and he's going to get up a little gimpy. And Winslow looks like he might have got the wind knocked out of him. They're going to have him head to the sidelines. Winslow took a shot after the ball went through his upstretched hands. Second and 10 now for the Archers. Ball remains at the 40-yard line. Ultimus handoff. Straight up the spout, gain of about 3. Down to the 37-yard line. That'll bring up third and about 7. Clock rolling. So third and long for the Archers on their opening drive. Another handoff from Ultimus. This could be trouble. Around the corner, past the 30, inside the 30. Ball carrier number 24, Reed Leasty. Leasty down to about the 29-yard line, but there is a flag on the field. It's going to be against the Archers, so that'll back them up. Would have been first down carry, but the flag is going to negate that. Okay, maybe it was against I thought they indicated it was against Archbold or against Ayersville. Look at me. Against
You're getting closer,
Antwerp.
Bill. There you go.
Eventually I'll get to them. I'll run through the list of all the A schools. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Archers. I guess it was against Hicksville, and it was declined. A long throw, and that's going to be caught out of bounds. Off the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. Langdon Brewer, the intended receiver, and he was about 2 steps out of bounds when the ball came down. So 2nd and 10 for the Archers as Carson Aldemus will set his offense. So far working out of the shotgun every play. Quick handoff. Still on his feet. And that's going to be down inside the 20-yard line. Reed Leasty. Another strong carry, another first down for the Archers. He'll take it all the way down to like the 19-yard line, so that'll put the Archers in the red zone. And they're not holding up for anything. Another hard count, and nobody moves for the Aces. So now they'll wait and get the actual play from the sidelines. Altimus, quick hitter, out caught. Inside the 10, heading towards pay dirt, and they'll bring him down near the 5-yard line. Catch made by number 13, Caden Winslow. The junior will take it down, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Antwerp Archers at the 6-yard line. Altimus looking to punch it in. Quick lateral out and stays in bounds. And into the end zone he goes. Dane Shaw with the 6-yard reception into the end zone. Touchdown, Antwerp. And the Archers go up early, 6-0 with 8:40 to go here in our opening quarter. We'll see what Antwerp's going to do here with the conversion attempt. It looks like they're going to go for 2. Altimus gives it, and just like that, right into the end zone, Reed Leasty. And it's an 8-0 football game. Again, 8:40 still to go in the first quarter. So the Antwerp Archers get the opening kick, and they march it down the field and into the end zone. They strike first to take the early 8-0 lead. Coach Jason Hale piloting his ship down. And now we'll get ready for the kickoff and our first look at the Aces on offense here tonight. As Hicksville's going to have to get their offense going, and they're going to need, again, as I said at the pregame, they're going to need their A game tonight to keep up with the Archers here this evening.
And, Bill, I think the Aces are going to have to possibly try out some new tactics or maybe moves that we haven't seen yet, because I'm more sure the Archers know George Green, and they're going to know that
they've had
he's going to be a really good Aces figure.
Yeah, by this time of the season, there's been enough coverage of all these teams in the Green Meadow Conference that everybody's going to have a pretty good idea of what to expect from all the other teams in the conference.
As the football falls off the tee.
Yep. They'll get it teed up again. Their kicker is number 21. That's Landon Brewer. And that'll be a short one. And returned to Bronson Graber, made the grab, and Graber will get it back out to about the 42, 43-yard line on the return. And that's where the Aces will set up shop for their first offensive stanza tonight. Right on the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for Hicksville. And we'll see what Garrett Turnbull and company have up their sleeve for the Archers here tonight. Turnbull working out of the shotgun as well. He'll put a man in motion. Drop back, quick pass. Out in front of Green and incomplete. About a foot too far in front of George. He couldn't pull it in, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get to be regaled by the mini Aces cheerleaders here tonight. Yes. Down with the regular football varsity cheerleaders and JV squad. High snap, and they'll whistle that one dead as the laundry goes flying all over the field. A false start against the Aces, back them up 5.
And Bill, while I think about it, there was one person I wanted to say a thank you for. Over the last few years, I've always said it would be nice to have an Aces football shirt to wear, and because I always had other school ones. I'm not going to name which schools, but it was always a joke of why don't you wear Aces gear, and Jeff Haught finally put that to an end. This morning, he pulled me. Yeah, no, he pulled me in to his classroom. He gave me an athletic shirt.
There you go.
So thank you to Jeff Haught.
Yeah.
For the free shirt.
All right, after the 5-yard setback goes to the false start. Quick handoff, and they're going to catch him in the backfield. That's going to be a tackle for a loss. Cross Zedike went nowhere. He got the football, took 3 steps, and he was snowed under by the Archers defense, and that'll drop him all the way back to about the 33-yard line. Well, they're going to say the 34 is where his knee touched. 8:04 to go, and that makes it 3rd and 19 now for the Aces. As between that tackle for loss and the previous play's false start have the Aces moving the ball in the wrong direction here. So 3rd and long for Hicksville. Turnbull out of the shotgun. Garrett puts the ball in the air, got a man open, almost intercepted, good defense. Caden Steffel, the intended receiver, and he gets it knocked away by the Antwerp defender at the last minute, and that'll bring up 4th and very long, and the punting unit out onto the field for the Aces here with 7:37 to go in quarter number 1. Long snap. Kick is up. Caught at the 32-yard line. Fair catch by the Archers, made by Reed Leasty. And that's where Antwerp will set up shop for their second offensive series of this first quarter. So they're going to say, yep, well, it says 34 on the scoreboard, but it's actually the 33-yard line. 7:32 to go, 1st and 10, Antwerp at their own 33-yard line.
The Aces coach reminded his players to not be on the field, telling them to back up.
Another quick handoff from Ultimus. The Aces sniff that one out, though. They'll hand it off to Leasty. He'll only get up to about the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of 2, and it'll bring up 2nd and 12. So Leasty having a little talk there with Ultimus in the backfield, and the flags fly. And it looks like it's going to be encroachment.
Yep, there was an Aces player that shifted forward.
Lined up and jumped into the neutral zone, made contact, so that'll be an easy 5. So the 2nd and 12 goes to 2nd and 7. And another flag as soon as the ball is snapped to Ultimus, and that's going to be a false start. So we're going to move it back, and it'll be 2nd and 12 again. Okay. Everybody's anxious tonight. Aces are starting early. The Archers are starting early. Chris Warner's the only one on time.
Well, besides my buses.
Well, the buses were on time. You were late.
Yeah.
Ultimus gets the snap. Launches it. He's got a man open. It's caught. Bring him down at the 25-yard line. What a catch and throw. Or throw and catch.
Catch was made by number 3.
Yep, number 3, that is Camden Fuller. Fuller, senior wide receiver. One of the many multi-year lettermen on this Archers squad. So 1st and 10, Antwerp. Carson Ultimus going to launch it again. That one nearly intercepted, and a flag is thrown. Looks like it might be defensive pass interference on the Aces. We'll wait and see what the actual... And they're going to say, yep, defensive pass interference against Hicksville. That's not good. For Aces fans, at least. We want to welcome all of our viewers tonight. We know we have a good contingent enjoying the live stream from down in Antwerp tonight. Welcome to the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Glad to have you with us. Hope you are enjoying the coverage tonight. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as one of our subscribers. You can travel around watching the Archers in person and catch the Aces games on your device in the stands here on HIX-TV. That'll make it 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line after they march off the penalty yardage.
We have a timeout on the field. I think it's an official timeout.
They're working things around. They're moving it back now. They're going to reposition it. I guess they had it set wrong. So now it's out to the 11-yard line. There we go. 10 yards, not 15. So there we go. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line now for Antwerp. High snap. Ultimus handles it. Hands it off. And nothing doing there for Leasty that time. Reed Leasty with the carry. He barely makes it back. I don't know if he made it back to the original line of scrimmage or lost. It looks like he's going to lose a yard. Make it 2nd and 11. Put the ball at the 12-yard line. This one, Ultimus is skying it into the corner, and a flag is thrown. 2 flags are thrown. Brewer the intended receiver, but it doesn't really matter because the ball was in the air and the laundry was flying. 2 flags on that play. That's going to move the ball all the way down to near the 5-yard line. Half the distance to the goal on the Aces there. It's still second down. Now from the 5-yard, the Archers can get a first down at about the 1.5-yard line. So it's not end goal. Altimus hangs on to it himself, gets away from one defender, cuts back, reverses his field, heads towards the end zone. And there's a flag on the play. I think he went into the end zone, but I see a flag on the play. So Chris will stop with his hands frozen in midair before he types a new score on the computer here, as we wait and see what the determination is. It's going to be a hold against the Archers. That'll back him up, so cross off that touchdown. That'll move him back to about the 8-yard line. And the Aces are going to call a timeout with 5:05 to go in the opening quarter. So the ball is at the 8-yard line, which makes it a 2nd and 12. No, that can't be right. The ball is at the 13-yard line. I have to pay more close attention to the lines on the field. So the ball is at the 13-yard line. It is 2nd and 12 because they can get a first down at the 1-yard line. And the Aces need to talk about it. Hicksville down 8-0 here. So the Archers also huddling up. They'll break huddle and head out onto the field. Here come the Aces on defense, looking to put a stop on this one. Keep themselves at just the 8-point deficit and get the football back and get back on offense here. So here we go. Carson Altimus facing a 2nd and 12. Quick hitter to Leasty. And Leasty will be dropped just outside of the 5-yard line, it looks like. At the 7. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Or 3rd and 5. Yeah, whatever. Again, they can get a first down at about the 1-yard line. So 3rd down. Altimus, ball in the air, caught in the end zone, touchdown. No flags thrown on that one. Touchdown Antwerp. That puts them up 14-0 now. As we'll get ready for another conversion attempt by the Archers. 4:27 to go, still in the first quarter. As Antwerp has struck twice here in quarter number 1. And they're looking to add 2 more. Leasty the split back. Altimus in the air. And off the hands and incomplete. See if I can catch the number of their intended receiver. That was Landon Brewer. Wasn't able to keep his hands on it. So the conversion attempt fails, and the score remains 14-0 Antwerp, as they'll get ready to kick it back to the Aces here with 4:27 to go in our opening quarter. Well, hope we were able to tune in earlier today to the HIX-TV YouTube channel. to catch the live stream of the homecoming court announcement ceremony and assembly. It's Eric Iden and Olivia Clark, the homecoming king and queen this year, representing the senior class. So best of wishes to them.
Let me see if I can pull you up the full list. Because I remember some of them. I don't remember all of them, so I'll just get you the full list.
Let's see if we can track that down. If not, don't worry, because, again, in a couple weeks when it is homecoming against Ayersville, the Pilots will be here for homecoming. Christopher and I usually try to head out to the fairgrounds and chat with all the members of the homecoming court, or at least all the ones that aren't on the football team, and pass along all that information for you. And then we have to really motor our way back here to the stadium to get set up to be ready to turn the cameras on so you can catch the parade when it arrives. So we'll get ready. No luck, eh?
No, I just ran out of time.
Oh, okay.
I got the website I need pulled up.
Yeah, that's all right. If you get to it, you can. If not, this is going to be a slow rolling kick and caught back at the 38-yard line. George Green. Green turns the corner. Green to midfield. We'll see where they mark him down, but I think Green got it across midfield, so the Aces will set up for their offensive stanza this time at the Archers' 49-yard line. First and 10, Hicksville. Green gets up ahead of steam, and he's not an easy man to stop. So here we go, Aces first and 10 from the Archers' 49-yard line, 4:19 to go in quarter number one on this overcast and very comfortable night. The lights are on here at Aces Field, and we're ready to get things going. Turnbull, quick handoff. Green gets the carry again. He'll pick up a couple. Make it second and, well, they're going to give him one. 2nd and 9.
I couldn't find it, so.
Well, that's all right.
I have most of them memorized, but.
I know it was Noah Harmon was the senior attendant.
Noah Harmon, Delaney Bagley are the senior attendant and escort. Yep. We have Luke Eicher is one of them as well. And Bronson Graver, Ashwin Sturry as the junior attendant and escort. And that's all I remember.
Brant Langham with the carry, and Langham is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be about it. Back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Oh, Zane Trezinka, too. They're coming back to me, so I only forget 2, and I think that's pretty good, Bill. I remembered most of them.
Well, if I know the Aces social media director, she will have that information
out
on their
probably
website
by tomorrow, yeah.
Either later tonight or tomorrow. And we'll share it with you, of course.
At least you get to know most of them.
Yeah, congratulations to all the members of the 2023 Homecoming Court. That's the most important thing.
Or, of course, if you really want to know, you can go back and watch the live coverage.
Yeah, that's true.
The video on demand.
Yeah, video on demand on the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Turnbull strikes. And that should be good for a first down. Or close to it. We'll see where they mark it. Oh, they're going to be about a yard shy. 3rd and 1 now for Hicksville as they get the ball all the way to the Archers' 40-yard line on that quick hitter. Zedike will come into the game with the play. He'll pass it along to Turnbull. And running quickly, Austin Sanders gets off the field in time. Turnbull pitches it back. Green. That's Zedike. Zedike tries to turn the corner. He does not make it. He only gets back to the 40-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. Wow, dropped my phone. Scared me. I'm going to have to pick that up. That's the weight that's preventing my roster from blowing away. That's going to be against the Aces and declined by the Archers, which will bring up 4th and 1 for the Aces. Well, was that 4th down? Okay.
I was very say, Bill. I wouldn't understand why the Archers would decline it then if the Aces were 4th and 1. If it was on the Aces.
Well, if it was a 4th down play, declining it means that they would get the ball back. If they accepted the penalty, it would move the ball back, and the Aces would get another crack. This could be trouble. He breaks free on the far sideline and steps out of bounds. That was number 3, Camden Fuller, making the grab and motoring downfield. He stays in bounds, so keep that clock rolling at 1:42. Ultimus, quick hitter, caught by Leasty. Leasty out of bounds at about the 20. And a flag on the play. A lot of flags thrown here in this first quarter. Long first quarter. As we've been playing for over a half an hour now. In actual time, not on the game clock, obviously.
As much as I like football, Bill, I don't know if I would want 30-minute quarters.
That'll be a hold against the Archers. That'll back them up 10. So they'll go from 1st and 10. It's a spot foul, so we'll see where they march it off from the point of the infraction. Put the ball at about the 32-yard line. Where it'll be 1st and about 20. Ultimus fakes one, launches it downfield, man open in the end zone. Did he catch it? He did! Touchdown! What a strike! Caden Winslow corralled that, brought it in. A 32-yard toss into the end zone to put the Antwerp Archers up now 20-0, and still 1:15 to go here in our opening quarter. They're going to go for 2 again. Ultimus hands it off. Leasty is going to be brought up short. So the 2-point conversion attempt will fail. The score remains 20-0 as the Archers will get ready to kick it off to the Aces once again. And Hicksville got to be thinking they're only 10 points away from the running clock in the second half. So the Aces will get the ball back, and it's going to be one of those situations where they really need to get their offense going. They need to get some points on the board here, but quick. And once again, too, we want to thank one of our underwriters, the Hicksville Pharmacy right in the house, downtown Hicksville. They're one of the 2 businesses that made it possible for all the Hicksville students to attend tonight's game free here tonight. So a big thank you to them. Sabre Industries, I think, was the other one.
Yes.
They don't underwrite us, but, well, they should. But we'll give them a freebie mention anyway.
It's still a nice thing to do.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And it's any students in grades 5 through 12 that get in. Yep. I know there was some questions about parents asking if the parents get in free. No, it's just the students. It's just the students in grades 5 through 12 that get in for free.
Yep. But a big thank you again. That's 2 weeks in a row now that some of the businesses
games,
right here in the Hicksville area have stepped up to make it so that all the kids can come root the Aces on.
And I'll show the
That's
student
pretty cool.
section real quick.
That's a good crowd
A
here
lot of students have definitely taken advantage of that.
Not sure what tonight's theme was.
It was Galaxy.
Tonight's
theme.
Okay. So here we go. Landon Brewer teeing it up. The Aces will get ready to get the football back. Short kick again, and Hicksville will fall on it right at about the 44-yard line. And that's where the Aces will set up shop 1st and 10 with 1 minute and 11 seconds to work with here in quarter number 1, down 20-0 to the Antwerp Archers, who are looking like they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the Green Meadows Conference this year. I want to say an early thank you, too, to Athletic Director Jim Linder and everybody down at Wayne Trace. We're going to be heading down there next week. Archers will take a timeout here. That'll be their first one. So both the Aces and Antwerp have burned a timeout here in the first quarter. Or in the first quarter. Or first half. Either one will work. So, we were heading down to Raider Country next week. Always a fun place to go. We enjoy going down there. They treat us very well. And then I think we're back the following week for homecoming here, hosting the Antwerp, or the Ayersville Pilots. There we go.
So Antwerp is Ayersville, and Ayersville is going to be Antwerp
whatever.
When we go.
All right. You're going to have a long, cold walk home, smart guy.
Hey, it's not that far of a walk, to be honest. But
yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll take you out to the country somewhere and leave you in a cornfield. And you can just see if you got good GPS on your phone to figure out where you're
I
at.
definitely do not. So.
Okay, there we go. All right, Turnbull rolling out, pitches it off. Green across the 50. We'll see where they mark him, but should be right about midfield. Green will pick up about 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Aces. Nose of the football right on the 50-yard line. Split back on either side of Turnbull. And again, Green's going to get the carry. Green across the 50. Green across the 45, across the 40. He'll carry the ball into Archer's territory. We'll see where they mark him down. It looks like about the 39-yard line, maybe the 38. Yeah, 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Aces. As the final 18 seconds set to tick off of quarter number 1. That might be the last play of the quarter. The Aces don't need to get one snap off here for the quarter to expire. And they're not gonna. That'll do it. We've played one. First 12 minutes in the books, and after 1 quarter of play, it's the visiting Antwerp Archers leading the homestanding Aces 20-0. Here at Aces Field tonight. Well, as we get ready to flip ends of the field and get the second quarter underway, we want to say a big thank you to one of our diamond level underwriting supporters, and that is the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand new, pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, stop in. Check out the great selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank them so very much. 15-plus years now, they have underwritten all of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. So remember, whenever you see Aces sports action here on Hicksville Community Television, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. HIX-TV.com. Yeah, looks like one of our broadcast compatriots from News Channel 15 over in Fort Wayne here tonight, taking some footage for their big Friday night feature.
Oh, there we go. Found him.
You sure?
Yes, I found him.
All right. And at the end of that play, man, the flags go a-flying. So what do they call it? Their big board Saturday? I forget what they call it over there on News Channel 15, but you might see some footage for the Archers and the Aces on there later tonight.
It's always nice to see fellow broadcasting companions.
Yeah. He's got a lot to do, so he's probably here for the first quarter, and he's on his way out. He'll be heading to 2 or 3 more games before the night is over. So after the foul, the ball is going to get relocated to the 44-yard line. So obviously that was against the Aces. And now it's going to be a first and about 15 or 16 for Hicksville from the 44-yard line. So the Aces will huddle up. Turnbull dropping back, looking downfield. Turnbull putting some air on it, kind of a wobbler. And it's, I thought it was caught. Couldn't hold on to it. Brant Langham had the football in his hands. Couldn't maintain possession, though, when he hit the ground, incomplete. And 2nd and 15 coming up for Hicksville.
Wow, Bill, the stands down there is almost looking like an interstate.
All right. Ball handed off to Green. Green out to the 40-yard line. He gets knocked out of bounds. And a flag flown at the end of the play. Green went out at about the 40-yard line, and then they threw the flag. So whatever occurred was either right at the very end of the play or just after the play concluded. So again, there's been a lot of penalties here tonight in this first half. The upside is that nobody's fumbled or had an interception, so they haven't thrown the orange one, which confused you last year.
Actually, I've not had that single issue yet. So
that's going to be against Antwerp. That's going to be a personal foul. Ooh. For targeting.
I was about to say, but I don't think I've seen that hand signal ever.
You do not see that often at the high school level, but a targeting personal foul, 15 yards. That'll move it down to the 25-yard line for Hicksville. Turnbull looking to take advantage of the penalty here. Gets the snap. Turnbull drops back. Turnbull looking downfield, nothing there. He's going to hang on to himself. Turnbull takes up field and gets across the 20 and slides down. They're going to say that he started the slide at the 21. Still positive yardage for Turnbull. Gain of about 4, make it 2nd and 6. And that'll put the nose of the football right there on the 21-yard line. Aces will break huddle. Two wide receivers out on either side of the line. Turnbull puts a man in motion. He's going to hang on to it himself again. Turnbull down to near the 15. And a flag thrown at the end of that play. So Turnbull took it down to about the 16, but then again, the flags go a-flying. And it's going to be another personal foul. That'll be a face mask, and again, that's going to be against the Archers. So a couple of 15-yard personal fouls committed by Antwerp has moved the football down to about the 7 or the 8-yard line.
And, Bill, I wonder if that personal foul was on the same player as before. I saw a ref having a player
I'm not sure.
going back to the sideline. So
Turnbull hands it off, and they're going to stop. That's going to be Zedike. He's brought down in the backfield at about the 10 for a loss of about 4. So their first and goal from the 6 now becomes second and goal from the 10. As the Aces desperately wanted to get into the end zone here and get that goose egg off their half of the scoreboard. Zedike is the back behind Turnbull. Turnbull fakes, cuts back in, powers forward, and another flag is thrown. Turnbull gets inside the 10, but we'll wait and see what this flag is. 9:06 to go in the second quarter. As this game has kind of been a penalty showcase here tonight. We've seen a little bit of everything.
even some plays that I've never seen before.
And that's going to be a hold against the Aces. Oh, we didn't need that. That's going to back them up 10. That'll move it back to the 20-yard line for Hicksville, where it will be second and goal. So the Aces second and goal now from the 20 as the clock is rolling, just going under 9 minutes. Turnbull fumbles it. He fumbles the snap, and fortunately, Green is right there to grab it and down the ball, but that's going to be another couple 3 yards loss to the 23. Third and goal now from the 23-yard line. As again, the Aces are kind of moving in the wrong direction here. Hey, there's the homecoming king right down there.
Yeah.
You should get him on camera. Ah, nice walking away.
I got it.
And another flag before they snap the ball for an illegal substitution. Oh, man.
Bill, I think this is me getting close to our record for the most penalties, at least that I've seen.
Like I said, we don't normally keep track of them, but Chris is right. There have been a lot.
There's been a lot.
There's been a lot tonight.
The two I've never seen before was the illegal substitution and targeting.
Oh, they're waving that one off. Okay. So they're waving that one off. So it'll be back to being third and goal from the 23-yard line and a timeout. That's an official timeout because over on the Antwerp side, the coach is like, what the heck is going on here? So they're stopping the clock with 8:10 to go over and fill Antwerp head coach Jason Hale in on just what is going on out on the field. So, okay, got it taken care of. Evidently the illegal substitution was not illegal. So here we go, third and goal from the 23-yard line. Turnbull drops back. Turnbull launches it. Got a man open, incomplete. No flags. So fourth and goal from the 23. Coming up for the Aces. I'm pretty sure they're going to go for it. As far as we know, the Aces don't have anybody with the leg to be able to attempt about a 40-yard field goal.
Trying to think if I know if any of my friends are good at kicking, and I think you're right, Bill. There's no one I can think of, but you never know, Bill.
Well, but they're not going to
We're
bother
about
with
ready
it.
to find out.
They want 6 here. And the Aces call timeout. 7:55 to go in quarter number 2. Archers Marching Band along with the Aces Pride here to do some halftime entertaining. So we'll look forward to that at the intermission. Probably have to give Warner some more money so he can go buy some more food because I got to feed him.
Yep. Hey, those Athletic Boosters cheeseburgers, man.
Yep.
They're really good.
I know, but the thing is, you were working for the Christmas cruise through getting ready for their first bingo, and you said you had half a pizza.
I ate 2 slices of pizza, not a half a pizza.
Yeah, but the pizza, they cut her like each slice is like a quarter of a pie.
Yeah.
New York style.
Well, I cut the pizza, so I'll just cut the pizza in half. There's my 2 slices.
I might buy you a soda. All right, here we go. It's 4th and goal from the 23-yard line. Turnbull with the snap. Drops back. He's in trouble. Rolls out. Puts the ball in the air again. And, nope. Even if it had been caught, it would have been outside of the end zone. So, nothing doing there. So the throw is incomplete, and the Aces will turn it over on downs. With 7:43 to go in the second quarter, Antwerp get the ball back on their own 23-yard line. "77 yards away from pay dirt. Officials will place the ball. And here we go. Again, their quarterback, number 7, Carson Ultimus. Carson taking his time. Launches it. Oh. Off the hands of his intended receiver. And that would have been trouble had he caught it. That was number 3, Camden Fuller, that just had it go off his hands. Brings up second down for the Archers. Again, Ultimus, quick dump over the middle to Leasty. Leasty working his way through traffic. Leasty out across the 25, about the 26-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 4. They'll place him at the 27-yard line. So they'll bring up 3rd and about 6. Ultimus pointing out a few players on the Aces defense to his starting line. Ultimus in some trouble, and they're going to get him. That was Graber, number 54, who got his hands around Ultimus's waist and put him down on the ground. Tackle for a loss back at about the 16, 17-yard line.
But there is a flag on the play.
Of course. So wait and see what the official determination is. It'll be against the Aces.
I didn't get to see what the hand sign
So that'll
was.
be an automatic first down. So that'll move out to the 37-yard line, first down, Antwerp. Make that the 42-yard line. No, 37, that's right. I'm looking at the scoreboard. It is wrong. There we go. They corrected it. 37-yard line, first and 10, Archers. Ultimus Laterals it out, caught by Leasty. Leasty turns the corner. Leasty got some running room. Leasty clears the 50, and they'll get him around the ankles, bring him down at about the Aces' 48-yard line. So another first down for the Archers as we're under 6 minutes to go here past the halfway point of quarter number 2. Antwerp taking their time. Ultimus dropping back. Ultimus airing it out again. Got a man open. He just overthrows number 21, Landon Brewer. If he ever starts hitting those deep, well, he already did it once into the end zone, but second and 10 now for Antwerp. As the Aces can breathe a little sigh of relief that they were able to break that one up. That was Langham that was back there causing some problems on defense. Quick handoff, and only about a yard, but then there's a flag thrown near the end of the play.
You can tell the Aces
Leasty was the ball carrier. He got about a yard or so, and then the flag is thrown. We'll wait for the official determination again. It's going to be a hold against the Archers. That'll back them up 10 from the spot of the foul, which should make it about a full 10-yard loss, make it 2nd and 20 now. Ultimus over the middle. That one's caught on the full run. And that's going to be 6 more. No doubt about it. Camden Fuller with another strike that he catches and lopes into the end zone. With 5:01 to go. That one's about a 60-yard catch and run into the end zone to put the Archers up now 26-0. And we'll see if they go for 2 again. We'll see how they do it, how well they do from this end of the field. They are lining up for the 2-point attempt to go up by 28. Ultimus up in the air and incomplete. Again, that was Langham that got his mitts on the football and knocked it straight up into the air to break up the 2-point attempt. So it fails, and the score remains 26-0 Antwerp, as the Aces will get ready to go on offense once again here tonight. 5 minutes to go before halftime. The Aces desperately need to put some points on the board. Enjoying yourself?
No,
I don't know what you're looking at.
No, our fellow broadcast companion went up to one of the Aces student photographers and was showing them how to do something on their camera. So...
yeah, it's true. The XLRs have video functions that maybe you're not aware of, if you're not used to that sort of thing.
Even it took me a little while to get used to XLR when I don't have that nice autofocus of the of the video cameras.
All right, we're going to get ready for another kickoff here. The Aces have been receiving a lot of kicks here tonight. And this is a low roller, scooped up at about the 33 or 34-yard line. Langham finds a hole. Langham still on his feet. Grant Langham takes it all the way inside the 35-yard line. Pretty sure the Archers weren't expecting that. So the Aces are going to have some good field position to start this offensive drive. They're down by 26. And here comes Garrett Turnbull. Got your cell phone on you? They're reporting a lost cell phone that's been turned into the press box.
I got mine.
Okay, I got mine too. Just wanted to make sure. All right, Turnbull working out of the shotgun. One of their better field positions of the night tonight. Quick handoff. Nothing doing. Might have made it to the 35. Essentially no gain. Maybe a half a yard. They're going to call it 2nd and 10. Clock continuing to roll. Less than 4.5 minutes to go. Zedike brings the play in. Oh, yeah, I see the photographer. That's young Mr. Greer down there with the camera.
Yes, for the yearbook.
Yeah. All right. Turnbull calls timeout. Garrett did not like something that he saw. So timeout. That'll be the last one for the Aces for this first half. As again, that shows just how critical this possession is for Hicksville. They really need to get some points on the board. They're only a handful of points away from having to deal with the running clock in the second half. And as we all know, the running clock can really, really make it very difficult to get back into a football game. As the clouds start to thicken up a little bit, there wasn't supposed to be any rain in the forecast, but we had a lot of mist and drizzle throughout the day today. So far, though, it's been dry here at Aces Field tonight. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Don't need to be playing in a mud bowl. All right, after the timeout, Turnbull gets the snap. Quick hitter out off the fingertips and incomplete. Langham, the intended receiver, he drops it. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Green brings in the play from the sideline. The Aces will set for this 3rd and 10. 3:59 left in the half. Turnbull gets the snap, drops back. Turnbull, quick release, slapped away from behind. Flag thrown. That was number 45, the intended receiver, David Taylor. The flag thrown. I thought it was a good play. I thought he reached around and slapped it away after the ball was in his grasp. And they're going to pick up the flag. I know Aces fans are not happy with that, but I got to admit that looked like a good play, good defensive play to me. So 4th and 10, Aces going for it. Here we go. Turnbull being chased. Pursued, can't get it away, ball's loose. And they're going to say an incomplete forward pass. Turnbull, good job getting his arm moving forward when he was struck so that the ball was a forward pass and not a fumble, because there was nobody there but white jerseys to scoop that ball out. Kind of academic in a way, because it was a fourth down play. So the Aces will turn it over to the Archers on downs, and Antwerp will get the ball back at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10, with 3:45 to work with in this first half. Altimus looking things over, taking his time in the backfield, stepping over, throws it, and it's just going to be caught. Number 21 makes the grab. Landon Brewer takes it across midfield down to the 48-yard line. Stays in bounds, so the clock will continue to roll. High snap, Altimus handles it. Hands it off to Leasty. Leasty, spin move. Stays on his feet, tiptoes inside the 40 down to about the 37. Clock rolling now, closing in on 3 minutes to go in the half. Here comes Antwerp. Get the right personnel out on the field. Another high snap, Altimus quick hitter. And that one volleyballed around, and I think it's just going to be incomplete. That ball went up in the air and was like being bounced around by 2 or 3 guys. I think Fuller and Shaw both had their hands on it. Green was in there for Hicksville. But in the end, the officials just say incomplete. We're not dealing with it. I think it did hit the ground at some point. So 2nd and 10 for the Archers. Again, Altimus dropping back. Altimus looking downfield, launching it, caught. That'll be a reception at about the 28-yard line by Leasty, number 21. Excuse me, that's Brewer, number 21. Leasty's number 24. Third and 1. Altimus caught, hit, down. That'll be inside the 25. And that'll be good enough for another first down for the Archers. 2 minutes, 11 seconds. They'll pause the clock long enough to move the down markers and start that clock up again. Closing in under 2 minutes to go here before halftime. Here's the snap. Altimus drops back, launches it, and he overthrows his receiver. Wide open was a number 30, Jackson Jones, but it was about 5 feet in front of him. That'll stop the clock with 1:42. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Archers at the 23-yard line. Hard snap, nobody bites for the Aces. Altimus caught out of bounds near the first down marker. They're going to say he stayed in bounds. And that'll move it down. It'll be second, or make that third down at about 1 from the 14-yard line. And that's going to be a keeper by Altimus. Altimus turns the corner at the 10, heads towards pay dirt. He'll be out of bounds at about the 3 or 4 yard line. We'll see where they mark him officially. It'll be 1st and goal for Antwerp at about the 3 yard line. Oh, they're going to stay at the 2 yard line. All right. So 1:01 to go in the half, and the Archers set themselves up with a 1st and goal on the 2 yard line. Plenty of time to work with. Heck, they even have 2 timeouts if they want to use them. High snap, Ultimus, a flag. No, that isn't a flag. Something else got thrown in the backfield, but it was not a flag. They'll power it down to the 1 yard line where it'll be 2nd and goal. Another handoff to Leasty, and he'll romp into the end zone. Touchdown, Ayersville. Reed Leasty from 1 yard out to make it 32-0 with 34 seconds left to go in the half. And I'm going to assume that they're going to set up to go for 2 again. I'm assuming the Archers do not have a place kicker, so far they've gone for 2 every touchdown.
Well, Bill, even kicking off, a lot of their even kickoffs haven't gone.
They've been low rollers,
yes,
or line drives about a foot above the ground. And so here we go. Conversion attempt coming up from the Archers. Leasty the back behind Ultimus. Man in motion. And I think Ultimus tried to hang on to it himself, and he gets brought down short. So the 2-point conversion fails. The score remains 32-0. And the Aces will get ready to get the football back with 34 seconds left to go here in our second quarter. And unless the Aces manage to score in half a minute, they're going to have to contend with a running clock when we start quarter number 3 after halftime.
The Aces, they don't have any timeouts left to stop the clock either.
Nope. So we'll see what I'm sure that what they'll do is they'll get the ball first, and they'll see what kind of a run back or what kind of return they get off of the kick. And then depending on where they end up after that, that'll probably largely determine whether they try to do a couple of quick strikes to move it down the field, or maybe they'll be content, depending if they're pinned back deep, to maybe just take a knee and let the clock expire and come out with a different game plan for the second half. But we'll see. Again, we're just the guys up in the press box calling the action. So we'll get ourselves set up here. As Chris said, so far they have really not yet really put their leg into it on a kickoff here. And this time it'll be another short one. Caught at about the 30-yard line. And Green will bring it out across the 35 to about the 38. We'll see where they mark it officially. It'll be the 37, 38-yard line. 29 seconds to go. Oh, they're going to say the 36. I thought he got a little farther than that, but... So 1st and 10 for the Aces at their own 36-yard line. 29 seconds to go in the half. Dropping back. Ball in the air. Caught, and Langham gets brought down immediately. I didn't even catch it. It popped out of his hands. So that'll be incomplete, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wouldn't have been for much of a gain if he had held on to it anyway. Halftime, of course, we'll say a couple of quick thank yous to some of our underwriters. And then we'll switch over to the field microphone for the band performance. Turnbull gets the snap, drops back, looking downfield, rolling out, ball in the air, caught, and brought down. Was caught at about the 41-yard line, and he was running the wrong direction, and they bring him down at about the 39. And that's going to do it as he stayed inbounds. And that's the end of the first half. So we've played the first 24 minutes here at Aces Field tonight. And at halftime, the score is the visiting Antwerp Archers 32 and the homestanding Hicksville Aces 0. Well, as we get ready for halftime entertainment from the Antwerp Archers Marching Band, I want to say a big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible here at Aces Field tonight, and that's APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. They're a world-class facility located right in Hicksville's Industrial Park, featuring welding, powder coating, safety, and a lot more that they can help supply to business and industry. If you'd like to learn more, check them out online. As a matter of fact, they have a great number of positions available. You can get a full listing of all of the opportunities that could be available for you by logging on to aptmfg.com/careers. You can also upload your resume, fill out an application. They'd love to hear from you, and who knows, maybe you can become a part of the APT manufacturing family. We want to thank Tony Nicewander and all the gang for their diamond level support of all of our Aces sports broadcasting here on Hicksville Community Television. Our friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. We're going to take a break now to bring us some halftime entertainment. Chris and I will be back. We'll have all the second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV. And in the meantime, we're going to turn off our mics and turn on the field mics so you can enjoy the halftime entertainment here at Aces Field tonight.
We'll start off tonight by traveling back in time to the 1970s, when bell-bottom pants and frayed jeans were popular for the first time. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band made this catchy tune an American favorite. Featured in numerous TV shows and movies over the years, let's take those old records off the shelf as the band plays old-time rock and roll. height of 1980s coolness, having numerous hits playing on radios across the United States and the world. This was their leading single from their 6th album, Departure. Here is Any Way You Want It. Come to think about it, high school hallways may look very similar today. For those Gen Xers out there, who would have ever thought we would be at a high school football game halftime show watching the marching band play a Metallica tune? From their Black album, here is Inner Sandman. For your continued support of the 2023 Antwerp Marching Archers. Be safe going home and have a great weekend. Take us home, Whipple. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Aces Pride Marching Band as we present a symphonic spectacle that's sure to electrify your evening. It's time to raise the excitement as we proudly present the dazzling display of Light Up the Night. Get ready for toe-tapping tunes, radiant rhythms, and a glow of entertainment that'll leave you beaming from ear to ear. We begin this evening with Katy Perry's iconic anthem Firework. Just like a dazzling burst of colorful pyrotechnics, this electrifying performance will shower you with musical sparks and fill the air with a symphony of joy. Transport you back to a golden era of music and romance. The Aces Pride, featuring seniors Cameron Dury and Noah Harmon, continues on its celestial journey with the timeless classic, Fly Me to the Moon, famously crooned by the legendary Frank Sinatra. The pulsating beats and captivating melodies fill the air. Let your imagination soar among the constellations as we serenade you with a performance moments that's bound to make your spirits rise.
We welcome you back to the press box here at Aces Field as we are getting ready to get the second half of football action underway here tonight, week number 4, and so far it has been all Antwerp here at Aces Fields tonight. Well, they've got the final warm-up going on out on the field, and we'll take some time to say a couple big thank yous to a couple of our underwriters making our coverage possible here tonight. First off, we want to say a big thank you to our silver level underwriter, Guilford Real Estate and Auction Services, located in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Bruce, Turk, Jody, the whole gang. We want to thank them so very much. They are going to be with us for selected sporting events and other programming between now and the end of the year. And again, for real estate services, for auctioneering, you cannot look for a better group of people to work with. Always happy to answer any questions you might have when it comes to, again, real estate. And if you want to get the very latest listings that they have, as well as their auction schedule, it's as easy as going online. It's Guilford-realestate.com. Make sure you put that dash in there, Guilford-realestate.com. We want to thank them so very much for their silver level underwriting support of, again, selected Aces sporting events that we'll be broadcasting here on Hicksville Community Television, as well as other community events that we feature on HIX-TV as well. Bruce and the entire gang. Guilford Real Estate and Auctioneering in downtown Hicksville, Ohio, and online at guilford-realestate.com. Thanks also to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy, and they're also located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio, with a full pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. They also have medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, gift sundries, and so much more. Stop by and check them out next time you're in downtown Hicksville. See for yourself what a difference it makes when a business is locally owned and operated. We want to thank the Myers family so very much. Again, their diamond-level underwriting support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts this year here on Hicksville Community Television. And again, if you want information on getting the latest COVID booster, flu shots, whatever, give them a call, 419-542-6218. They'll be happy to help you out. The Hicksville Pharmacy, they're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Well, the first half, all Antwerp. And there's no other way to put it. It was all Antwerp. They racked up 32 points. And they held the Aces scoreless, and that means that while on the plus side, the Aces will get the ball to start the third quarter, but they're also going to be contending with the running clock when the third quarter starts, and that means that aside from when they have a score, change of possession, or again if somebody calls timeout or if there's an injury, those are about the only 4 times the clock is going to stop. It won't stop for penalties. It won't stop when somebody goes out of bounds. It won't stop with an incomplete pass. And that makes it really, really tough for the team on the short end of the scoreboard to get back into the game. They've got to get that margin under 30 points. So the Aces really need to get the ball and get into the end zone. Antwerp kicks it off. And here we go, second half underway. Langham to the 50. Langham, nice move. Langham cuts across the field and misses. And they finally wrap him up and they bring him down at about the 36-yard line. So the Aces, just what the doctor ordered, a good run back on the kick and good field position to start quarter number 3. Again, if they get a score here, and I'm assuming it would be a 6-point touchdown, that would get him below the 30-point differential and put the clock back on normal operations and give the Aces maybe a little breathing room. Still 35 yards to go before that happens, though. Turnbull. Quick handoff to Green. Green stacked up just across the 35-yard line. Green gets his legs churning, and he carries the Antwerp Archers, half of the defensive secondary, down to about the 25-yard line. I thought that he was done after about a yard or so, but Green just planted his feet, basically stood up and carried about 3 guys for another 10 yards almost. 2nd and 1. So he got an extra 7 yards easy just on sheer strength. My goodness. Down to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 1 for the Aces. Green's in the backfield again. Turnbull's going to give it to him again. This time they're going to drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Not by much, but looks like he might lose about a yard. We'll see if they just keep it at 3rd and 1 or make it 3rd and 2. The football now on about the 20, it looks like about the 28-yard line. And it looks like they need to get to the 25 to move the chains. So, yeah, that'll be about a 3rd and 3 for the Aces. 4-down territory, I am sure, for Hicksville. Turnbull keeps it himself. Turnbull turns the corner. Turnbull brought down. He's going to be just short. That's going to bring up 4th down. And about a yard for the Aces. Again, they need to get across the 25-yard line to move the chains. Clock rolling at 9:45 and counting. Here come the Aces. 1 yard to move the chains and keep this drive going. And movement. And that's going to be encroachment on the Archers, so that's going to give them their first down the easy way. Tack 5 on, and it'll be 1st and 10 Aces. That'll move the ball down to the 21-yard line. They'll be just outside of the red zone. So the offsides gives the Aces a first down. Crowd is just celebrating just as if it was done the old-fashioned way. They don't care. First down's first down. And they're right. Turnbull, hard count rather. Nobody bites. Hand off to Green again. Green trying to turn the corner, and he's going to be dropped to pretty much no gain, it looks like. Might have even lost a yard. We'll see. No, they're going to say no gain on it, so 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Now they're going to drop him back a couple yards. Make it 2nd and 12. Okay. So 2nd and 12 after the relocation of the ball. Turnbull with the snap. Quick turnaround, handoff. Diving ahead, that Aces will take it down to the, it's about the 18-yard line where it will be 3rd and 6. Let's see if they're going to give Taylor another carry here. Green's in the backfield. Zedike's out there. He's going to drop back to throw. Ball's in the air, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver number 18, Owen Stuckey, and it goes through his hands and incomplete. So 4th and 6 now coming up for the Aces at their at the Antwerp 18-yard line. As we've already run through 5 minutes, 6:59 and counting on the running clock. Turnbull will bring in the play himself from the sideline into the huddle, and they all break. So here we go, 6 yards to move the chains for the Aces. Turnbull gets the snap, drops back. Ball in the air, and incomplete. That was close. Langham had his hands on it, but he was not able to establish control before he and the ball hit the ground. But we're waiting for the official determination by the men in the striped shirts before we called that. That was close. But with the incompletion, it'll be a turnover on downs to the Antwerp Archers. They'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. So at least the Aces turn it over deep in Antwerp's end of the field. And who knows, lucky turnover. Anything can happen in this crazy game of football. Ultima's still out on the field for the Archers. Handoff in a huge hole. Reed Leasty just found a great seam, and he motors out to the 36-yard line to move the chains. 1st and 10 Antwerp. So you were saying that one of the percussionists for the Antwerp Archers Marching Band has got a scholarship to attend Ohio State University as a musician?
From what I was hearing from a lot of the other Antwerp Marching Band, as well as their video they made, I think he's a junior now. In the video it said he was a sophomore, but it's been the next school year course. They have a quad drummer, tenor drummer if you'd like to be technical, that has amazing skill. I myself was a tenor drummer, and I can even admit this person has unbelievable amount of skill, being able to play upside down, blindfolded, the best solos there are.
So he's headed to Ohio State University on a scholarship, or at least that's what we've been told.
Yes. So, of course.
So congratulations to him. That's pretty fine achievement.
And from what I heard, he wants to get a music education degree and be a percussionist teacher.
There you go. That way he could
maybe show me some skills.
No, I would say there's this old song where it goes, I don't want to work, I just want to bang on the drum all day. He could actually go to work and bang on the drum all day. It would be like the best of both worlds. 4:25, and here we go. The 2nd and 1. Ultimus hands it off to Leasty. Leasty, 1st down yardage and more. Leasty breaks free on the far side. Leasty cuts back into the center of the field. Motoring towards the end zone. They'll drop him just outside of the 10-yard line. As the Archers motor down the field, move the chains, and put themselves into the red zone and back into striking distance once again on the Aces here tonight. What a powerful run by Reed Leasty. Got the ball, and he was gone. And we do want to say a welcome again to, we have a lot of viewers with us tonight from Antwerp. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you are enjoying our coverage here on HIX-TV. Quick handoff. I know it's not the night the Aces fans watching us were hoping for this evening, but. And again, if you are new to the HIX-TV YouTube channel and you have not already done so, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. You can click the bell for notifications. You'll know right away whenever we schedule a live stream, whenever we post new content to our YouTube video on demand library. We want to say a big thank you to the many who have already subscribed, but there's always room for more. So, yeah, feel free to join us. We'd love to have you. Ultimus puts it in the air. Did he catch it? Yeah, he does. Touchdown, Antwerp. It was at an awkward angle for me. I
wasn't for sure either.
I don't want to lean out too far to see that corner because I could, be taking the 3-story plunge. But it was a great catch, and evidently he was able to get get his 1 foot down in bounds.
And Bill, they're going to go for the field kick this time.
Right, so Winslow scores the touchdown, and they're ahead enough. They figure they'll why not experiment, see if they can kick the field goal here. Kick is up. It's good. That was Caleb Laker, 5'9" senior. He was like, Coach, come on, let me get a point. So Lakers splits the uprights and makes it 39-0 with 1:54 to go in the third quarter. In what has been, compared to the first half, a very quick-moving second half here tonight. The running clock will do that. So the clock will stop with 1:54 as they get ready for the change of possession. And the Archers will kick it off to the Aces once again. As the Aces in peril of maybe going 0-1 early on here in the GMC season. But again, Antwerp came into this game undefeated. We saw how Eden handled Hicksville, and I guess Antwerp waylaid them.
Yes.
So I think you're looking at one of the teams that is definitely going to be reckoning. You're going to have to reckon with in the GMC this year for football. The Archers are going to be, I think, on the top tier.
Which remind me, Bill, didn't the Archers go pretty far in the tournament season last year?
No, I don't know. They might have. They had a good team last year too. A lot of the seniors, of course, were juniors last year, and that's a lot of experience. So I'm trying to look here.
I guess that could be some
14. I did a quick count. 14 seniors on the
wow, that is a lot of
rosters,
seniors
on the Antwerp roster. Turnbull handoff to Green. Green had a good seam and he made a cut and his feet slipped a little bit. He goes down about the 40-yard line, and we got an Antwerp Archer down as well, who he looked like he slipped and landed awkwardly as well. So the Archers trainer will come out, not able to see his number, laying prone as he is. It looks like 50-something.
Yeah, I can see a 5.
So that's one of 7 or 8 on the roster that start with a 5. Replacement coming in, or a couple guys coming in to help him off the field, maybe. They'll get him up. At 51.
That's 51.
And that is Cyrus Gale.
They'll carry him off the field.
Gale, one of the seniors we mentioned. And he'll get some help to the sideline.
His teammates picking him up and carrying him.
Yeah. So after the green run, it is second. And looks like about 6 from the 39-yard line. Turnbull still in at QB for the Aces. Rolling out, ball in the air, caught. Nice move. Grab was made by David Taylor. Taylor managed to juke his way out of a couple of tackles and get across the 45 to the 46-yard line, which will be good enough for a first down for the Aces. So we head into the last 3 quarters of a minute of quarter number 3. Turnbull gets the snap. Rolls out again. Looks downfield. Nothing there. Turnbull going to get ushered out of bounds at about the 47. Now they're going to say the 46. And we'll see if they get another playoff before the third quarter comes to an end. As we are under 10 seconds. 6, 5. I don't think they're going to do it. They're not. That's the end of the third quarter. It moves quickly with the running clock, and after 3, the Antwerp Archers added to their lead. They're up now 39-0 here at Aces Field on this Friday night. As we get ready for fourth quarter action, we want to say another big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters. This time around, our good friends Denny Vetter and all the gang out at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park. Find out about the many solutions they have for business and industry by checking them out online. They include welding, plasma, robotics, and more. It's www.arcsolinc.com. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts this year here on Hicksville Community Television. And also for just being great members of the community. Again, whenever you see things going on in and around the Hicksville area, it's not at all surprising to see ARC Solutions as one of the primary supporters of any worthwhile community cause. We want to thank them so very much. Hopefully you will do the same too. Remember, part of the reason why you're able to enjoy Aces Sports action free on our live streams on HIX-TV is because of the generous underwriting support of our Diamond Level underwriters, including ARC Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio at arcsolinc.com. Quick handoff to Zedike. Zedike will get out to about the 48-yard line. And just so I don't confuse anybody, I meant to say www.arcsolinc.com. Don't type in ARC, A-R-C. I misspoke. It doesn't happen often, but I do it occasionally. Aces coming up to the ball. They're looking now at a 3rd and 8 from their own 47-yard line, or 48-yard line, excuse me. Turnbull gets the snap. Turnbull rolling out. Ball in the air. Caught. Nice spin move. Taylor down to about the 40-yard line of the Antwerp Archers. That'll be enough for a first down. First and 10 Aces on the Antwerp 40-yard line. Putting together a nice little offensive set here. Garrett Turnbull laterals it out, caught by Langham. Langham across the 40, across the 35. He'll get corralled, and they'll roll him out of bounds at about the 31, 32-yard line, maybe the 30. We'll see what kind of forward progress they give him. Right there on the 30-yard line, and another first down for the Aces. First and 10 Aces at the Antwerp 30. Again, Turnbull rolling out, looking downfield, being pursued. He'll hang on to it with a fake, and he'll pick up maybe a yard. I thought he threw it away, but evidently he held on to the ball.
That tricked me too, Bill. I was about to say that's a pretty good fake.
So he turned the corner and picks up about a yard and a half, maybe 2.
It's the first time in a long time I was fooled by a fake.
Well, give him 2 yards to make it 2nd and 8 for the Aces. He got that's a good grip on that football.
Yes.
Aces set. Hand off to Green. Green, nice seam on the far side. Green towards the center of the field. Still on his feet. Green into the end zone. Touchdown, Aces. George Green from 28 yards out into the end zone to get the goose egg off the scoreboard. So at the very least, Hicksville not going to get shut out here on their home field tonight. They're not going to be able to get the margin under 30 with this score, but at least they'll be a little closer. Going for two. And I don't think they're going to get it. They're going to stack him up. And the 2-point conversion attempt will fail. So the score will remain 39-6. And the Aces still need to score 4 points to get the clock back to normal operation. And now the Aces will, for the first time tonight, since the start of the game, the Aces kicked off to Antwerp to start the game. And now they will kick off to Antwerp for only the second time here tonight. And we'll see if we're going to get a kick or if we're going to get a little razzle-dazzle from the Aces. To see if they can maybe retain the possession on an onside attempt. So we'll be waiting for, well, we'll see if we're going to get a squib kick here or not. They'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. Sometimes you can kind of get an inkling as to what they're going to do by the way they tee the ball up, but usually the Aces are pretty good at a standard set for the ball, so you can't really anticipate anything based on the way the ball is positioned on the tee. It's not like laying sideways or off at some weird angle. So here we go. Stuckey. He's going to put his foot into it. It'll get scooped up back at about the 25-yard line. And out of bounds inside the 25.
First flag of the second half.
There we go. We played the entire third quarter with no penalties, I don't think, or maybe one. Nothing like the first half, where we were like every other play. And this one is going to be that'll be a technical unsportsmanlike conduct against the Archers. So they're going to be starting deep at their end of the field.
That's a foul we haven't seen in a long time either, Bill.
Yeah. Not since last week.
And we had technicals last week, but they were just technicals. We didn't have any direct.
We had one on sportsmanlike conduct. Yeah. I think we did. Well, we won't argue it. Didn't we have one with a player from the sideline or a coaching staff person from the sideline?
Oh, that was coach, yeah.
Run sportsmanlike conduct. It was a technical. Yeah, so, but be that as it may, we're not here to rehash the past. We're in the here and now, and in the here and now, deep in their end of the field, the Archers. And I believe they have a new quarterback, number 6, who hands it off. That's Hampton Rogie.
They fumbled the ball.
Yeah, he handed it off to Dane Shaw.
It's going to be a turnover.
And he fumbles it, and the Aces recover. Deep in Antwerp territory, this might just be what the doctor ordered for Hicksville tonight. The ball resting now on the 24-yard line, and it's the Aces with the 1st and 10. 24 yards away from getting the clock back to normal operation. A touchdown will do it. A field goal will not. New quarterback in for Hicksville, number 26. That's Colin Level. And I think he handed it off to Walter. I'm not sure, but Level is the new quarterback for the Aces. So I'll have to pay attention to the roster here because they're going to have some of the younger players and some new numbers be thrown our way. The back behind Level is number 9, Brody Walter. He'll get the ball, and he'll get brought down right about the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at about the 21, a gain of a yard. Bring up 3rd and 8. Level. Hangs on to it himself, rolls out, and he's going to get dropped, no gain. That'll bring up 4th down. So the Aces recover the fumble and pretty much concede the game and bring in the younger players to give them an opportunity to pick up some varsity time on the gridiron. Cross Zedike comes in, number 34. He'll be the back behind Level. And he'll get the handoff. Zedike powering forward. He'll be short, and the Aces will turn it over on downs. So they'll stop the clock briefly. No, they're not. They're going to stop the clock. Okay. Clock continues to roll with 5 minutes. Now they'll stop at 5:01. So usually they stop it for a little bit to let the personnel change for change of possession. There they go, and then they'll start it up again. Archers come running out onto the field. Under 5 minutes to go. Quick handoff. Gage Clevenger with the carry that time. Again, Hampton Rogie is number 6, and he's in at quarterback for the Archers here. Rogie, a 6'1" sophomore. This game's in the bag. No risk of no use risking injuring your starting quarterback at this point. So Ultimus night is done. Rogie, another handoff. Clevenger will get the carry again. They'll keep it on the ground and just sort of take their time and play this one out. Rogie puts the ball in the air, caught. That'll be good for a first down. Across the 30 to about the 32. That'll move the chains and a fresh set of downs for the Archers and allowing them to burn even more time off of that clock as we go under 3 minutes now in this football game. Bill and Chris, glad to have you here with us tonight. Going to be a quick wrap-up. Our post-game show will not take very long, but we'll let you know what we're going to be doing next week. And thanking everybody before we head out here this evening. Rogie, again, a handoff. Nice hole. And Clevenger gets the carry once again. He'll pick up about 5 to make it 2nd and 5. As some of the Aces faithful begin heading towards the parking lot here. Rogie keeps it himself. On the far side on the sideline. First down yardage. He'll get knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, but again, that'll be enough to move the chains and keep the ball in the Archers' hands late in the fourth quarter here. Minute 30 to go with the running clock. They're going to actually put the ball at the 43-yard line, but it's still good enough to move the chains. 39-6. Looks like that's going to be the final result here tonight, but well, we've seen stranger things happen in a minute and 14 seconds in a football game, so we'll wait until we got those zeros on the clock before we make an official pronouncement. Rogie, again a handoff. Again, Clevenger. Clevenger out to the 45. He gets smacked to the turf. As we go underneath 45 seconds. Second down and about 8 for the Archers, and they just had a mass substitution, so you'll have to bear with me. Looks like number 24 might be going back to do the QBing. They're going to do the victory formation. All right. Oh, they brought back out Altimus. No, I take that. It was number 7. Yeah, that's Carson Altimus. They bring Carson back out to take the final snap and the knee to put the bow on this game. It's all over. But the shouting, the last 3 seconds tipped off. And that's it. It's official. This one belongs to the Archers as they come to the Aces Field in Hicksville and dominate. 39-6 the final score. With the win, Antwerp increases their record to 4-0, and they are undefeated 1-0 in the Green Meadows Conference. The Aces' record drops now to 1-3, and they're 0-1 in the GMC after the outing here tonight. Well, as we get ready to wrap things up, Christopher and I want to say some thank yous. First off, a big thank you to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here tonight. They include our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy. In downtown Hicksville, Ohio, call 419-542-6218 for information on the latest COVID booster, flu shots, or more. And our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and also online at www.arcsolinc.com. And a big thank you to our silver-level underwriting supporter with us for tonight's game. That is Bruce Guilford, Real Estate and Auctioneering. Guilford Real Estate and Auctioneering, located in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at guilford-realestate.com. Log on, check out for their latest auction schedule and the most current listings they have at Guilford Real Estate. Thanks to all of them. Thanks also, again, to the Hicksville Athletic Department, Mr. Haught and Overmeyer, for giving us our space up here in the press box and always helping us out, making us feel very, very welcome. And finally, thanks to you for joining us. And a lot of people watching the action here tonight, and hope you enjoyed the coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Whether you're an Aces fan, an Archers fan, or just a football fan in general, we're glad to have you with us, and we hope you enjoyed our coverage here tonight. So that's going to do it. Christopher and I got the weekend off. We're going to be back in action next week. I do believe that we've got some volleyball coming up with the Lady Aces hosting Wayne Trace. And speaking of Wayne Trace, that's where we'll be 1 week from tonight. Our next football live stream is going to come your way from Raider Country. Christopher and I will make the trip down to Haviland to bring you the Aces at Wayne Trace 1 week from tonight. And it'll start just before 7 o'clock with live stream coverage right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So with that, we're going to wrap it up this evening. Again, thanks for joining us, everybody. One final time, your final score here tonight. It's the Antwerp Archers defeating the Hicksville Aces 39-6. And until we talk to you again next week, for Chris Warner, operating the camera and overseeing the live stream, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.